If Moeka Kimura is a video game fighter brought to life, then Saho Yoshino is the berserker queen of the fight game.
And the champion goes to town on the legs, hooks and knees.
This woman is an absolute beast. She swings like a maniac, always pressing forward with only one thought in her head, breaking her opponent completely. She might have a sweet baby face, but she is completely ruthless once she steps in there. This ruthlessness is stamped right into her record. 23 fights, 21 wins. A lot of people might ask, if she has 21 wins and only 1 KO, what makes her so terrifying? That is exactly what makes her so chilling. She doesn't need one punch to put you out of your misery. She will spend a full 9 minutes throwing non-stop, high-frequency strikes, dismantling your defense piece by piece until your mind completely breaks.
Well, this is where Salakadu needs to come out.
These next few wars will show you exactly how the most ruthless woman in Japan eats her opponents alive in the ring. December 2021, Osaka. Saho Yoshino takes on Mahiro. It was her K1 debut. Mahiro looked incredibly confident before the fight. But the second the bell rang and she felt Yoshino's brute force, the script completely flipped. From the very first second, Yoshino applied insane pressure. She didn't care what her opponent threw, she just pushed forward. Soon, heavy punches rained down like a storm, and Mahiro was visibly crumbling.
Second title defense to kick off.
Yoshino pinned her against the ropes, landing heavy consecutive body shots that completely shattered her defense. It was a stunning debut, and Yoshino barely even broke a sweat. But the next fight was the true starting point of her evolution. June 2022, the K1 ring. Yoshino faces Australian veteran Jacinta Austin. Austin was highly experienced and had a very crafty style. Yoshino lost that fight by unanimous decision. But elite fighters are never afraid of losing. They're only afraid of not evolving. That loss became the biggest turning point of her career. After that night, the girl who tried to play a technical game vanished, and a tyrant who absolutely refuses to take a step back was born. This next matchup is absolutely brutal. July 2023, the Crush event. Yoshino faces her compatriot Maria Suzuki. Suzuki is also a berserker. The only word in her dictionary is violence. But she had no idea Yoshino had already maxed out that stat. They went straight to war right off the bat, no technical feeling out process, just a pure head-on collision. Suzuki wanted to swing heavy, but Yoshino crashed into her like a tank. With lightning-fast footwork, Yoshino stayed glued to her face, jamming her shoulder right into Suzuki's armpit. Suzuki wanted to back up, but Yoshino wouldn't let her. Suzuki wanted to brawl, but couldn't even extend her punches. Yoshino rained blows on Suzuki's face, while slowly destroying her base with brutal low kicks. After 2 rounds of war, the Berserker Queen had the last laugh. The judges scored it a unanimous decision for Yoshino. She stepped over another Berserker to prove who the real monster is. This title defense will show you exactly how terrifying she really is. July 2025, taking on Spanish challenger Lara Fernandez. Fernandez is a certified badass with multiple world titles. But Yoshino brought a level of pressure that was just in another dimension. The moment the bell rang, she completely took over. Fernandez spent the whole fight backing up, acting extremely cautious, thinking she could use her footwork to drain Yoshino's gas tank. Dead wrong. Every time she tried to create distance, Yoshino was right there, like a shadow. Yoshino doesn't move in straight lines. She is always cutting off the escape route. If Fernandez slipped left, Yoshino was already waiting on the left. Within seconds, Fernandez started regretting taking this fight. she suddenly realized she was trapped in a 90-degree corner. And once you're trapped, Yoshino brings out her most lethal weapon, a devastating left liver shot. Her heavy fists dug perfectly into the right side of Fernandez's ribs. Not just one punch, but a relentless barrage. Fernandez's face twisted in agony. Her brain wanted to run, but her legs were completely paralyzed by the pain. To her credit, Fernandez had an incredible chin and managed to survive all 3 rounds. But she spent the entire fight just trying to stay alive, while Yoshino dictated the pace the whole way through. Round after round, the pressure never dropped. When the final bell rang, Yoshino took the win through pure, relentless pressure and heavier damage. Unanimous decision. Yoshino successfully defended her title. Saho Yoshino might not have the highest KO rate, but she possesses a weapon that technical fighters could only dream of. The ability to completely break her opponent's mindset. Watch her fight tape in slow motion, and you'll see she gives you absolutely 0 time to breathe. Just when you think you finally have a window to counter, you look up and she's already in your face. Every time she steps through those ropes, the fans know exactly what's coming. A brutal 9-minute torture session. Win or lose, Yoshino never takes a step back. She always chooses the hardest path, standing dead center in the ring to trade shots with anyone willing to try. Fight her, and you are always on the receiving end. That is exactly why she's the K1 queen. She's not just a girl with a sweet face. She is a savage willing to walk through fire to deliver pure, unadulterated pressure. Just as these fights proved. Once the battle begins, she is absolutely brutal.